Imagine being a fox, pouncing on prey and enemies for 100 days. On day 1, I spawned in as a fox in the middle of a huge snowy taiga. Wow, I've never felt like such a harmless little guy. I only had 5 hearts, but I could run super fast and jump up to 5 blocks. Look at me pounce. I ran around until I found a village, and I stole the farmer's crops when he wasn't looking. Not a chance. I'm a natural-born thief. I went back to my fox family and found some berries that were sweet and delicious. Nom 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 nom. But night had already come, and soon the entire area was covered with zombies and skeletons. I tried to fight them, but I didn't stand a chance. Oh no, I gotta run. I don't have any weapons and barely any health. I jumped and sprinted until I found safety in a cave and tucked in for the night with the rest of my family. I woke up on day 2 with my family hounding me to get to work.
Hey, I'm up.
I got to work, gathered wood and stone to make a sword, pickaxe, a shovel, and an axe. When I ran into some creepers, I was better prepared than I was last night. Haha! Taste my steel, you creepy creepers. Or I guess it's a stone sword, not steel. After getting a taste of some action, I spotted some rabbits and decided it was time to try hunting. Run, 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 and pounce! Gotcha! I can't wait to warm up with some rabbit stew. Then I finally got to building, digging out some more of the family den, and building a roof over my room. But I ran out of wood, so I went to get some more. That's when I ran into a giant grizzly bear. Oh my gosh, that guy's massive compared to me.
You think I'm big? It's a good thing you haven't seen what else is out there.
The grizzly bear chased me through the trees, but I managed to escape. Phew, I think I lost him. I'm lucky I'm so fast. I kept running and didn't stop until I was safely tucked into my den for the night. When I woke up on day 3, my stomach growled, and I was low on berries, so I went to collect some. So tasty. On my way back home, I saw an enormous Yeti approaching my home, destroying everything in its path. Oh no, I have to go warn my parents and the other foxes. I ran home as quickly as I could. But what about you? I did as I was told, hiding on top of a tree nearby. I could do nothing but watch as my family was killed by the Yeti, who killed every last fox in my clan, including my parents. Mom! Dad! No! I bolted from my hiding place, determined to get revenge on the Yeti. But I froze in fear before I reached it. I was just a little baby fox. There was nothing I could do to fight the huge monster. The Yeti left, but I was still too frightened to move, so I stood where my parents had died for the rest of the night. Mom, Dad, I'm so scared without you. On days 4 and 5, I was determined to get revenge on the Yeti, but I needed to find somewhere to call home. I found a new area to start working on my base, an amazing fox den, underground and hidden. I need a room for myself. I dug out a big open area and walled up a few spots for rooms, one to be my bedroom and one to be a chest and furnace room. Now I just need better tools. I found some coal and iron while digging, enough to make an iron tool set and enough coal to turn my cobblestone into regular stone and make the den look nicer. Finally, I lit the entire place up with torches. This place is so homey now. I just needed food, so I made a sweet berry farm outside the den. Now, I'll never go hungry. Nom 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 nom. While I was out looking for supplies, I saw a sad rabbit. Hey, you okay, little guy? You too, huh? We instantly felt a connection because of our shared trauma. So I decided to adopt him and give him a name. Let's call you Thumper. I took Thumper back to the base. I told him that I'll make him a room soon, but it's getting late and we both need to rest. For days 6 through 9, Thumper and I wanted to learn more about the Yeti, so we traveled across different biomes, asking anyone that looked nice if they knew anything. However, not everyone was so kind. Excuse me, do you know anything about the Yeti? The bee then attacked me, so we tried to fight it, but we didn't want to get stung, so we ran into some water. We continued looking through different biomes and made it back to the snowy area. I bet you the Yeti lives near here. We looked around, but we didn't realize we were not alone until a snow leopard attacked us. Turns out it was working for the Yeti. We wanted to get some answers from it, but the leopard just wanted to fight. But in the end, Thumper and I were able to kill it as a team. Let's go! Thumper was right. We were both growing in strength. This made us both really happy. With all the progress we made, we decided to go back home. For days 10 through 12, we were back at the base, and I wanted to make a bedroom for Thumper, so I dug out some more of the den. I also wanted to make a bigger farm, so I expanded the garden, planting some wheat, and then went searching for sheep. You guys are going to live with me at my base. While I was out in the plains, I found some orange tulips that I could use to make orange dye. Then I took the sheep back to the base and made a fence area for them outside. Soon, I'm gonna use the wool to make a fox statue, right above the fox den. Now you guys are orange too. Sure. I also collected other farm animals, like pigs, cows, and chickens. Foxes do like to eat chickens, so some of them might not last long, unfortunately. But that's the circle of life. Welcome to your new home. Now that the base had plenty of life, it was time to do some more exploring. And I wanted to see what else was out in the snowy taiga. Wait, what is that? I saw a battle tower, and it looked so tall. I knew it was filled with a crazy amount of mobs, but I was not ready for that yet. I don't have enough health. I need to get stronger before I take on that place. However, this tower may be where the Yeti lives, so I will pay it a visit soon. But I will have to be sneaky, and I need some rest, so I joined Thumper back at the base. On day 13, I had a nightmare. I was on top of the battle tower with the Yeti.
Stay far away from this tower if you want to live.
But why? What are you hiding?
This tower holds all my riches and is my home. I want all foxes and creatures to stay away, or else.
Or else what? No matter where we are, you want to kill us.
You are smarter than you look. That is what makes you a threat.
The Yeti told me he is mad with power and wants to rule this world, and it will not let a puny fox stop him.
Stay out of my way, unless you want to meet your end sooner than anticipated.
I woke up terrified, but also determined to grow stronger and defeat the Yeti, ending his terror. On days 14 through 16, I investigated the battle tower to see what we were up against. Ah! A zombie! Kill it! I killed the zombie as fast as I could and hid. Hopefully, no one else saw me. While hiding, I saw a grizzly bear, and I think it's the same one from earlier. Oh, I could sneak around. I was as quiet as possible and went around the side of the tower. This thing looked massive. The bear got distracted by a beehive.
Oh, honey.
This was my chance to get inside, and it looked empty. I did it! I had a brief moment of celebration before I got caught.
Who goes there?
It was an evoker, and I knew it would be a bad idea to mess with this guy, so I ran back outside.
Well, look what we have here.
The bear attacked me, so I tried to fight back. Take this!
You're weak.
Oh no, I'm only at 1.5 hearts. I fled as fast as I could and outran that grizzly bear. That was a close one. I knew I needed to get stronger before I tried going back to the battle tower, but I was not going to give up on getting in there again and finding the Yeti's treasure. On days 17 to 20, I needed to attend to the sweetberry farm, but I got a bit distracted. Ooh, these taste so good! And after eating a few, I grew to 10 hearts! Yes! I'm getting stronger! I wanted to continue working on the base, so I made better enclosures to the farm, separating the animals and making sure they all had grass to eat. I made roofs for them to keep out of the snow and fireplaces to keep them warm. Great! This place looks a lot more organized. Now to do something about this hole. I dug up a lot of snow to make snow blocks, covered the entrance to look like an igloo, and added some stone bricks to the tunnel to make it easier to go up and down. All done with the building for the day. I needed a long-range weapon, and I had a great idea. I wanted to craft a slingshot, so I killed a few spiders for their string. Just some sticks, cobblestone, leather, and strings. The slingshot could shoot little pebbles, and was even better than a bow, because I didn't need arrows to use it. Now it was time to test it out. Let's go fishing. I practiced my aim on some salmon and cod, and with time, I got pretty good at it, catching a lot of fish. So at the end of the day, I cooked them up and had some dinner. Days 21 to 23, Thumper and I had collected enough orange wool to start on the fox statue. So we found a nice spot close to the base and leveled the ground to place the legs. This will just be the frame for now. Once I finish the shape, I'll recolor it and it's gonna look awesome. That's okay, we'll continue some other day. Next we went mining for coal and iron to start crafting out our armor set and to make new tools. This should be enough. Once we were back at the base, I got to smelting and crafting. Here you go, buddy, have a helmet and some leggings. I had almost all the armor I needed, except for a chest plate. Now Thumper and I were more protected. I also made both of us a shield, since you can never be too careful. After all that, I was getting kinda hungry, and I was out of fish, but I needed meat. I lost control and killed all the chickens. Take this, all these chickens. Yes, oh, you're gonna taste so good. Oh, ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Thumper was worried that I might go crazy and eat him too, but I promised I would never do that to my best friend, and I'll be more careful. But Thumper, you know what's even more scary? That only 10.5% of our viewers are actually subscribed! Yeah, we need that number to go up. So if you want to become a member of the Bronzo family, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. Now that I was out of chickens, Thumper and I went off to look for more. But while we were searching, we ran into a pack of wolves. Oh no, wolves! They're one of the only animals that attack foxes. We tried to sneak around them, but their noses were too keen, and they sniffed us out. We didn't want to fight. Luckily, we were faster than them, and were able to escape the wolf pack. Whew, that was a close one, buddy. On days 24 through 28, we went to the village that I kept stealing from, but noticed that no one was there anymore. Hello? Where is everyone? The raccoon told me that they all moved away because someone had taken all their food and they wanted to get away from such a dangerous place. Oof, this is awkward. We decided to leave and continue looking for chickens when we came across a prairie. Thumper, look, there's some chickens. There were so many chickens, but unfortunately, there was also a gorilla. Hey, these are my chickens. The gorilla attacked me, so I had to fight back, and Thumper helped fight too. So while Thumper was distracting them, I made a little crow's nest and pulled out my slingshot. Hey loser, up here! After a lot of rounds of pelting it with pebbles from my slingshot, the gorilla finally went down. Yes! Now the chickens are ours! We pulled out some seeds and had the chickens follow us all the way home. Now the farm would be whole again, and hopefully I don't go berserk and kill all these chickens as well. For days 29 through 33, we were visited by a family of badgers.
We lost our friends and home to a Yeti.
They told me that they just wanted a place to stay for the night, but I offered for them to stay here permanently.
That would be great!
I want this to be a safe place for all animals hiding from the Yeti, so I dug out another set of rooms in my den, one for the badger family and more for whoever else comes. Welcome to your new home!
It's wonderful, thank you.
After all that digging, I needed a new pickaxe, so I went mining for more iron. I also finished iron armor sets for myself and Thumper. I went out to collect more wood and found a group of traveling foxes. Hey guys, it's so good to see other foxes that weren't killed by the Yeti. I asked them if they wanted to live with me at the base. I had plenty of space and food for them. They told me of a lady living in a cabin in a field not far from here who is accepting any foxes that are in need to live with her. Huh, she sounds great. I'll have to go visit her someday. I gave the foxes some sweet berries for their journey and said goodbye, though we both hoped to see one another again. On days 34 to 37, it was time to clean up the base, so I made some more stone brick stairs to decorate the ceilings and replaced some of the wall with stone bricks. I also decorated with tables and chairs in my bedroom and made lanterns to replace the torches. This place looks so much better! Now it was time to practice my fighting skills. I wanted to find a pillager outpost to raid. But I really want to go! I need to get stronger, and this will help me practice fighting. I wanted to challenge myself, so I had to do this on my own. After a lot of searching, I finally found a pillager outpost. I need to catch them by surprise. I snuck into the outpost without any pillager seeing me and found their loot. What's in here? Oh, just a bunch of seeds and wheat. Ugh, All of a sudden, I was caught, and they started attacking me. I pulled out my shield and used my slingshot, but it wasn't doing enough damage. And then I fell down the outpost and had to fight with my sword. Okay, it's time to get serious. I fought as long as I could, but there were too many. Enough of this. I gotta run. I was a lot faster than them, but they got my health down low with their arrows. Luckily, I made it out of there alive and got back home to rest. Thumper laughed at me for doing something stupid, but I was happy I went. I felt like my fighting skills did evolve while I was there. For days 38 to 40, I woke up to the base being attacked by a polar bear. How did they find this place? Stop attacking my cows! Thumper and I fought them, but they were extremely strong, and they looked really hungry. Thumper, we can do it! The battle kept going until finally Thumper took out the bear. Yeah, but we lost a lot of cows, Thumper. It was time to get serious and make some protection for the base. I wanted to make a large wooden and stone wall to circle the base. So Thumper and I gathered the materials we needed and got to building. And in the end, the wall was enormous. Let's see mobs try to get in now. We even decorated the walls with lanterns, and we made sure it was just short enough where Thumper and I could jump over it. At night, we tested the blockade, and zombies and strays tried to get in, but the wall worked perfectly. I shot some of the mobs, and Thumper wanted to help. How about I make you a slingshot? I crafted a slingshot for Thumper, and a new one for me because my old one broke. Here you go, little buddy. Thumper and I spent the rest of the night killing zombies and strays, and we had so much fun together. On days 41 through 43, I went ahead and continued on the fox statue, making the outline of the tail and the body of the fox. I may be oversizing the statue, but I think that will make it look amazing. When I was finished, I was visited by the Evoker, who caught me in the tower the first time I visited it. They had a gift for me.
I will give you a scarf of invisibility, but only if you use it to steal the ice crystal for me from the frost maw.
That will help me sneak into the tower. I struggled to agree to his proposal because he clearly had ulterior motives. I'll do it, but give me the scarf first.
I trust you will not fail me.
After the Evoker left, I tried on the scarf. Wow, it really works! Just then, Thumper came back to the base. I wanted to play a prank on him, so I took off the scarf. I'm right here! I wanted to test the scarf's invisibility more, so I set off to a birch forest to find some wolves. Stupid wolves can't see me. I'm like John Cena! But that was until I touched one. I fought off the wolves, but there were so many of them. Good thing I have this shield. After battling the wolves, I felt so much stronger. I had everything I needed to take on the battle tower. For days 44 through 49, I was at the battle tower and snuck past many levels of mobs successfully. That Yeti has no idea I'm here. I got about halfway up when I was caught by a pillager. Somehow, they could still see where I was, even though I was invisible. I fought them mostly using my sword and my shield to protect myself from their arrows. Stay quiet and take sword! Pillagers kept spawning in, as well as some zombies, so after I finally defeated them all, I had to break the spawners. After that, I continued to the top of the tower. Alright, what's the treasure I'm not supposed to have? A Silk Touch book! Lame! I wondered why the Yeti made such a big deal about this enchantment book, and why it was off limits. Well, I'll still take it. Might come in handy. Before I left, I searched the tower for the Yeti, but he was nowhere to be found. I hope he's not out destroying more animal homes. I went back to my base, ready to meet the Yeti again, and find out his master plan. On days 50 to 53, I was tending to the base when the grizzly bear came charging at me from the woods.
I finally found you. Prepare to die.
Thinking quickly, I put on the scarf of invisibility.
Wait, where'd that fox go?
I confused the bear, but it wouldn't leave.
I know you live here, and that you took the Yeti's prize.
This fight isn't worth it. Just take the book back. I dropped the Silk Touch book in front of the bear and took off my scarf, but it looked confused when it picked up the book.
What is this garbage? What did you do with the prize?
Huh? This is the prize that was on top of the tower.
Do not lie to me, Fox. This isn't the prize and you know it. You just want it for yourself, but it is not yours. I will get it back from you, even if I have to pry it off your cold, dead body.
The bear lunged at me, and the battle began. But this time, I was smarter and stronger. I had armor, and my weapons were able to do more damage, eventually taking down the grizzly bear. Yes! I win! Take that! The bear dropped the Silk Touch book, along with a set of feral claws. This must be how he was able to attack so fast. I took the claws to use for myself, but even though I won, I still had many more questions. Like, what was the real treasure the Yeti had? And who has it now? I woke up on days 54 through 58 to a terrible blizzard. The entire base was covered in an extra layer of snow. Oh no, the animals! Thumper and I hurried outside to start leading the animals inside. Oh, come on, let's go inside. Come on, guys. All right, I think that's all the animals. I lit fires all around the base to try and warm everyone up, but then we had an unexpected visitor.
This place looks warm. Oh, and there's plenty to eat.
I'm sorry, you can't stay here if you're just going to eat everyone.
I don't care what you say. I'm staying. There isn't another warm place for miles. And I'll kill whoever I need to in order to stay.
Not on my watch. I attacked the wolf, trying not to hurt any of the farm animals she ran around, since they crowded the base.
You fight well for a fox, but not well enough.
Honestly, I wasn't fighting at my best capacity. I didn't get any sneak attacks in at the beginning, and she was able to scratch me a lot. I can't let you win.
Oh, but I will.
Suddenly, the badger came out of his room, and the wolf got scared of him and ran away.
Stay away from me, monster.
What was that? Why was she so afraid of you?
I have a very dark past that I've left behind for my family. Don't ask too many questions about it, kid.
Okay. On days 59 to 62, the blizzard was finally gone. So Thumper and I led the farm animals back into their pens. Now everyone is back where they belong. We collected more orange wool so we could build the shape of the fox's head. The next step will be to add colors, but that will come later. We had more important things to attend to. We need diamonds to upgrade our armor and tools. So we went mining to find diamonds, which are never easy to get. But in the end, we found enough to make a pickaxe, sword, and a helmet, which I crafted in the cave. While searching the mines, we found a dungeon. We have to explore this. I put on my scarf of invisibility and had to leave Thumper by himself. It wasn't safe for him to join me since he could be seen. What kind of treasure does this place hold? There were mobs everywhere, but I was careful not to touch any, so they wouldn't see me sneaking around. What's in here? Ooh, I found a shield with unbreaking too. Wow, a shield with unbreaking. What else do we have here? A cloud in a bottle? That'll help me double jump. I also mined some redstone lamps to take back to the base for decoration. But while I was doing that, I accidentally hit an armored skeleton. What the? The jig was up. I got a little overwhelmed by all these mobs, so I had to run. Oh, gotta get out of here. I ran as fast as I could to the exit. Thumper, we gotta go. We eventually made it out of the cave, ready to get back to the safety of the base. Thumper and I were on our way home for days 63 to 66 when we ran into some seals whose homes were destroyed by the Yeti. Would you like to stay at our base? We have food and can make you a pool room. The seals agreed and followed us back to the base. This way, everyone. I wanted to collect some ice for their room as well and remembered that I had the Silk Touch book. This will be great on my pickaxe. So I collected some of the ice on the spires nearby, but the fun was cut short when a polar bear attacked me. Okay, I gotta defend myself. Luckily, I had fought a polar bear before and knew what to do, and my sword was a lot better now, helping me defeat the beast. Woohoo! Take that! I got back to the base and made a room for the seals. It had a little pool for them to swim, as well as ice to keep them cool. I then got a few grass blocks with my Silk Touch pickaxe and placed it in the badger's room to help them feel more at home with a grassy floor and mushrooms for decoration.
This place feels just like our old home. Thank you, Bronzo.
On days 67 through 70, I decided it was time to see if I could bring more foxes into the base, and I remembered the foxes who said they were going to Alex's home in the plains. I should go visit them and see if Alex and them want to live here instead. I headed to the plains, but I couldn't find a house anywhere. This must not be the right place. Dang it. I then ventured into a giant spruce forest where I found more foxes. You guys should come live at my base. They agreed, since their home in the plains was destroyed. Oh no, that means They told me Alex's place wasn't destroyed by the Yeti though, but by a flying creature they had never seen before. Take me to Alex's. They took me to the remains of the house in the plains. You must be Alex. Tell me what happened.
My home was attacked by an evoker.
Wait, evokers don't fly.
Well, this one did. And they do not share my love for foxes.
I offered all of the foxes refuge at the base, and even Alex.
No, I must rebuild my own home. Take care of everyone. We're counting on you.
I won't let you down. I then led all the foxes back to my base. For days 71 through 74, I remodeled the other 2 bedrooms downstairs for my new fox friends, fitted with dirt, grass blocks, and ferns to make them feel cozy. Yes! Awesome! I wanted to add more color to my fox statue, so I went out to collect terracotta blocks that could be used for the different shades of orange. These will do perfectly. But while I was in the mesa, there were husks everywhere. Why are there always mobs where I need things? I killed them all, and now I could safely mine orange, red, and white terracotta. All right, that should be enough. When I made it back to the base, I started working on this statue, adding all the terracotta, giving it more dimension. But when it got dark, I was only halfway done before I got attacked by strays. Dang! The interior of the walls must not be illuminated well enough. My slingshot was broken from earlier, so I had to fight the old-fashioned way, with sword and shield. Together, Thumper and I were able to kill them all before daylight. Thanks, buddy! I added some redstone lamps and lanterns to illuminate the ground within the walls of the base. Hopefully that'll keep the mobs from spawning. After working for so many days, it was time for me to rest. There was so much more for me to do, but I needed a good night's sleep. On days 75 to 78, I continued mining for diamonds. I wanted to complete my diamond armor set, but I forgot that I had silk touch on my pickaxe, so I had to place all my diamond ore down and mine it again with a different pick. This should be enough. I didn't waste any time, and I crafted the rest of my armor in the mines. Now, I'm fully protected. This was a smart move, because when I left the caves, I was greeted by the feral wolf.
Well, look who doesn't have their better friend to protect them.
We battled, and my new armor really helped me out, protecting me from their claws. I was also faster and able to strike more rapidly thanks to my feral claws from the grizzly. This will teach you to mess with my farm animals. For days 79 to 84, I was crossing the tundra when I met some reindeer.
Oh, hello there. Can you help us?
Of course, that's what I do.
Oh, goody. Our babies have been taken by a pack of wolves.
To be eaten?
Oh, goodness, no. Worse, to be forced into flying sent to slay.
I have to save them. I went out and found the wolf den, where the baby reindeer were locked up in a cage. I'm done sneaking around like a coward. No scarf this time. I fought the wolves head on, and even though there were a lot, I was still able to stand my ground and win this battle. Now let's get you guys back to your family. I brought the baby reindeer home and reunited them with their parents.
How could we ever repay you?
Don't worry about it, but I was thinking, if you want to stay protected, you should come live at my base. They agreed and followed me back home. All right, now I gotta make them a room. I dug out some more space for them, giving them a huge open area with snow and grass so they could feel at home.
Oh, this place is perfect.
On days 85 through 89, I was visited by the evoker, flying around the base. You destroyed Alex's house. How could you?
I was ordered to by the Yeti.
Did the Yeti tell you to destroy my home?
No, he has no idea I'm here, but I am here to kill you.
What did I do?
More like what you haven't done. You didn't fulfill your side of the bargain and kill the Frostmaw for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I tried to fight the evoker, but they could fly and had the secret power of an evoker using his evoker fang. Get back here and fight me like a man.
You'll never catch me.
He also summoned Vexes, which are not easy to aim at. I did have my double jump, so I could still get a few hits on the evoker, but he was definitely the hardest boss I've had to fight so far. I followed him into a nearby field, where we continued our battle. I won't stop until you're destroyed.
Neither will I.
Through sheer force of will and rage, I transformed into a cool mutant fox. Whoa, look at me. I have 20 hearts, and I'm so much bigger now. With more strength, I was able to battle the evoker with ease.
No, I won't let this be my end.
Well, too bad. I defeated the evoker, and when I did, I turned back into a normal fox. Guess I can only do that when I'm fighting. The evoker dropped an elytra, some rockets, and an ethereal circuit. This took away crouch damage while using the elytra. Now, I could fly. Whoa, look at me go. I'm a flying fox. I felt amazing. I flew around in the sky during a sunrise without a care in the world, for I had found true joy for the first time ever. For days 90 to 93, I finished the fox statue, giving it all the right colors and shading. And this thing looked amazing! It looks just like me! Well, if I was 20 blocks tall. Thumper wanted to look at the statue and give me his thoughts on it when an eagle came and started attacking him. I'll save you! I used the elytra to glide down to the eagle and started attacking it. Leave my friend alone! The eagle flew away from Thumper, and now it was my chance to practice flying and fighting at the same time, preparing me for the battle against the Yeti. Take this, you evil bird! I was able to kill the eagle and save my friend from getting eaten. Even though I saved Thumper, he was still badly hurt. I picked him up and helped Thumper back to the base. Let me get you some food, okay? I gathered some carrots from the farm and gave them to Thumper to help him heal. On days 94 through 96, Thumper was able to heal, but I gave him some space and focused on my new flying powers. I was running out of rockets after fighting the eagle and needed to craft more. First, I need gunpowder. Where are some creepers? It felt weird that I was about to kill creepers because in my last 100 days challenge, I was one. Now I have to go back and kill them for resources. All right, I think I have enough gunpowder. I then needed sugarcane, which I found around rivers, and I had enough to make a lot of paper. There we go. Now I have some rockets. Now I should have enough for my battle with the Yeti. I just have to conserve them. Now that I had the rockets, I went to check on Thumper. I'm glad you are feeling better. Thumper and I talked for a while, and I brought up that I didn't feel like I was ready to fight the Yeti, since I didn't have any special powers. Thumper helped me realize that the Yeti isn't very strong. He is just clever, and his real strength is his strategy to fight, not his muscle. You're right, but I'm smarter. As a fox, I'm the king of being cunning. I got this in the bag. I said goodbye to Thumper and all my friends at the base. It was time I found the Yeti's new home and end this once and for all. For days 97 and 98, I traveled across the icy tundra, asking anyone I could if they knew where the Yeti lived. I asked reindeer, seals, even a snow golem.
I'm retired, kid. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Rude. Finally, I met a moose who said they knew the location of the Yeti, but he wouldn't tell me. How can I convince you to show me where the Yeti lives?
Only if you can show me you can handle an act of true strength and defeat the Frostmaw.
Aw, jeez. Guess I gotta battle the Frostmaw after all. The moose told me where the Frostmaw was, and so I went and found it. All right, let's do this thing. Me, the fox who will end you. After a little bit of battling, I turned into the mutant fox and used my elytra to fly around the Frostmaw's attacks. It could freeze me with its breath and giant ice balls that it threw at me. It was a long battle, and honestly, I didn't think I could do it, but I was able to win the fight. Yes, I did it! I grabbed the ice crystal and took it back to the moose to prove I killed the beast.
Very good. You'll find the Yeti in a fortress just follow the path up the road right there.
Thanks. And hey, could you do me one more favor?
What's that?
Could you and everyone watching like the video, subscribe to the channel if that hasn't been done already, and comment what mob you would like to see me do next?
I want you to be a cow.
Yeah, maybe. On day 99, I made it to the Yeti's base, and Thumper was right. This place is super fortified. Gotta be careful. I maneuvered around many obstacles to get to the entrance. I flew over spike traps and traveled through a maze. This place has so much security. When I got out of the maze, I found that the staircase to the top of the tower was made of small floating blocks, like a parkour course. This would be impossible if I didn't have double jump abilities. When I was near the top, I came across a level of the tower with strays in it. I took them down with ease. They even fought each other. You are no match for me. Look at him fall down. I killed all the strays, and now it was time for the final battle. I'm going to sneak in. I put on my invisibility scarf and entered the top level of the fortress. It was day 100, and I was face to face with the Yeti, but he couldn't see me. I took the opportunity to strike first before he could prepare to fight.
Ah, what was that?
It was me. I took off the scarf and revealed myself as a mutant fox.
You again. You're only a nuisance to me. You can't take me down.
Yes, I can! I lunged at the Yeti, using melee attacks since we were in such a small space. I thought I was about to beat him, but he suddenly jumped out of the window.
Fight me like a man, on the ground.
I'll do you one better. I'm gonna fight you like a fox. He used his lightning ability, as well as his knockback punch. But my melee attacks with my sword were faster than his attacks. I flew in circles around him with my elytra, pelting him with slingshot pebbles.
I will not lose everything I have worked for to a stupid little fox.
No, you will lose. I then flew at the Yeti and struck the final blow. Yes! I won!